Boy, oh boy, do I look handsome. What's up? You too, man. You know what I'm saying? It's your boy Jahi back with another video. And today, I got the drop for y'all. We're going to be talking about this NBA free agency. What's been going on, man? Y'all going to hear this from me. It's not first, but it will be some good words from a wise man, myself. Let's get into this. First things first. I want to talk about y'all favorite point guard, everybody's favorite point guard, you know what I'm saying? Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving, for the past about week, saying he don't want to sign his player option because of what the Nets been saying to him, you know what I'm saying? Basically saying that he wanted an extension? No, not an extension. He wanted to re-sign, whatever it's called. Yeah, he wanted an extension and then his player option so he could stay for longer, get more money. But the Nets didn't want to do it. So, and tell me if I'm lying. If I'm lying, I'm flying. You know what I'm saying? He ain't shown that he needs to come back. He has not proven it that he needs to come back. The team is old. I said this when they got put together. I'm not saying they're bad, but they're old. You don't want to be old. You can't be old for long. Being old in the NBA, when you put together players over the age of 30, when most of your stars are over the age of 30 and you trade away your picks, you are winning now. It's been 2 years. First year, you lost a close one. It was a good effort. This year, you got swept by some kids. And you barely did anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, you barely played half the season. So, as the Nets, they reasonably didn't want to give you a new deal. But you did decide to sign your player option after for a few days, telling everybody you don't know what you want to do. Giving the Nets options of teams you want to be traded on to. And apparently the Lakers was the top of that list. But I never believed that. I did not believe it. I really think AJ Wojnarowski was just chatting. You know what I'm saying? He was just chatting. Why would you want to go back and play with LeBron? You done said that was your past. You learned that you made a mistake from leaving LeBron. And I'm glad you did learn, because that was probably one of the biggest mistakes of your career, because that man made you. You heard it here first. LeBron James made Kyrie Irving. Tell me if I'm wrong. But, yeah, I mean, you opted into your, let me just check the amount so I'm not wrong, $36.5 million player option for this next year. And after that, we're going to see what you do the next year after that. If y'all win, I want to say you're likely to stay, but you know what? You done made so many empty promises, Kyrie, to the Celtics, to the Cavs. This is what it is. So we're going to see how your career goes after this year with the Nets. I just want to see what happens. I don't think you're going to fall off. You're still one of the most talented players I've ever seen. It's just how you carry yourself. But yeah, moving on. Also, there was KD rumors that KD was going to leave. Just cut him out. Cut him out. It's pointless. I don't think he was really planning on leaving. It was just people talking. It's okay. You know what I'm saying? Kyrie re-signed, so we're good. He signed his player option, so you really don't need to think twice about it now. So, KD's staying. Kevin Durant's not going nowhere. Second of all, I want to talk about John Wall. John Wall bought out with the Houston Rockets after not playing for about a year, maybe longer, because he just didn't fit their system. I don't think he was even injured. I think they didn't want to play him because he was the opposite of what they needed. They need to play the young guys so they can grow and develop a whole new team and a new core after leaving James Harden leaving and Russell Westbrook leaving. Basically everybody's gone. That team is probably one of the youngest, or one of the youngest in the NBA. Got Jalen Green, Kevin Porter Jr., got Josh Christopher. Now you got Jabari Smith Jr. got rid of Christian Wood. That's another thing I want to talk about. Christian Wood was traded to the Mavericks for Sterling Brown, Boban Marjanovic, Trey Burke, Marquise Chris, and the draft rights to Wendell Moore, Duke player. Marquise Chris played for the Rockets before. 99% sure. Basically, I know he did. Trey Burke. Okay. Sterling Brown. Okay. Okay. Really, Marquise Chris is the only one I think older. He's probably about 28, I'm assuming. The rest of these guys, they're whatever. Wendell Moore has potential. I think he could really be nice. We're going to see, though. He could. It's, you know what I'm saying, with the draft, I don't ever like to just say a player can't be good, because we done seen so many stories of players coming to fruition and like into fruition of being that come up story of like, I was at the bottom of the draft. Everybody hated on me. I was at the top. I went back to the bottom. Got injured. Bad story. Things off the court. Come back, top of the NBA. It happens. So I don't like to really block anybody out, especially before they even touch an NBA court. You know what I'm saying? Donovan Mitchell. We're just going to say that. That's one of them right there. It happens. John Morant. Whole high school, college story. He popped on his sophomore year at Murray State. Tell me you knew what Murray State was before John Morant dunked on that guy. Before he baptized a grown man on the basketball court. Like I said, everybody can have a great story. Anybody can. You just got to make it happen. So I'm not going to say he's not going to be good. I think he can be. So, yeah, I think Christian Wood will be a great addition to the Mavericks, though. I do think they got rid of a lot of random pieces they didn't need over there in the Mavericks. But Christian Wood being a big man who could score and not be injured like Kristaps Porzingis was, and maybe I don't watch too much I don't watch too much Christian Wood and the Rockets. I didn't watch a single Rockets game besides when Jalen Green dropped maybe 40, I believe it was. I know he can shoot, and I know he's a better offensive talent than he is defensive. So that'll be good for the Mavericks. And hopefully he can grab some rebounds and block some shots. If not, you still got Dwight Powell, but it's just an additional height. We'll see how he does on defense, if he can improve and become a better big man in general and serving his role and holding down the paint. Hopefully. He's a skinny guy, though, so I'm not going to expect too much. We're just going to hope for the best. I want to talk about my boy Russell Westbrook. He signed his player extension with the Lakers. So that's $47 million for his final year. Top 5 most paid players in the NBA. Wait, did I finish talking about John Wall? I'm tripping. Yeah, John Wall opted out of his Rockets deal. We can get back to Russell Westbrook. And he's signing with the Clippers. He's planning on it. It didn't happen yet, but it's basically certified. You know what I'm saying? It's locked in. He's signing with the Clippers. My first thought seeing this was, okay, I know John Wall. I done seen John Wall put up insane games at Capital One Arena, or the Verizon Center as it used to be known as, in Washington, D.C. So I really think knowing John Wall is a facilitator, an athletic guard who can score and is very aggressive, I think he could be that difference that the Clippers needed. They needed a facilitator. Reggie Jackson and Rondo weren't it. They weren't. Reggie Jackson is a really good option. He's a good role player, but he is not your starting point guard. He shouldn't be facilitating your offense, and especially when Kawhi Leonard's not there, the fact that he's the second best guy on the court, you can't win games like that, and that's just what it is. Now, no, John Wall is not all-star, one of the best point guards in the NBA, John Wall, but he is. You don't lose IQ. You can lose athleticism, things like that. He's still playing basketball. I don't think John Wall is just sitting at his house eating popcorn, watching basketball games. He's practicing. He's in shape. He got a surgery 2 years ago after that ACL, I believe, or knee, after the bad injuries he had at home. But I think he'll be an offensive initiator and facilitator for the Clippers that they've always needed since they put this new core of two wings together of Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. So we can see what they do, and we can just hope it's good, because I believe it will be. John Wall, I'm going to just say I pray that you fit well with this team, and I know you can. I feel like it's a good fit. I don't know if they needed a vet point guard. A young point guard would have been nice, but you you can't complain. You got somebody who's efficient. I think he'll be better than Rondo or Reggie Jackson were, so it's nothing but an upgrade. So yeah, back to Russell Westbrook. He signed his player extension. I'm tired of people. Stop it, y'all. Stop. Y'all is trying to trade him. 3-way trade for Kyrie Irving. Y'all trying to trade him for anybody. They already said they're not trading him, so relax. They're going to give it another run. LeBron said it himself. He wants Russ there. I don't know how Anthony Davis feels, but personally, I do not care. You don't play games. You played about 15 out of 82 games, my brother. You're not a basketball player. You're a bystander. You watch. You know what I'm saying? Day-to-day Davis. I'm sorry. I know injuries are serious and it's his health. But there's no way that you just almost never complete a season. There was a point in time where I honestly thought this. I honestly thought Anthony Davis is top 5 in the NBA. Now, I might sound crazy to y'all, but y'all can't tell me that at one point Anthony Davis wasn't considered better than Joel Embiid, Giannis. I'm not going to say Curry, Clay, or Harden, because those guys, no, Curry, Harden, or LeBron, or KD. But I think, honestly, for his size and his abilities, around his time at the end of the Pelicans and just that whole era, I think Anthony Davis was the best big man in the NBA. Some people maybe even say better than DeMarcus Cousins was. Even when they played together. Y'all might have forgot about that end. But look, we ain't seen that Anthony Davis in a long time. We ain't seen Anthony Davis in a long time. Never mind that Anthony Davis. He ain't even seen a basketball in a long time. He said it himself. Like I said, that man doesn't care about basketball. So I hope you're not the one with a problem with Westbrook. Because what you say does not matter, my brother. I'm sorry to tell you. It's okay, though. So I hope. I'm going to be realistic. Because my friends keep sending me clips of me last season when Russell got there, saying it was going to be amazing. They're going to win the championship. And Lakers in 6. Lakers in 6, man. AD on KD. It's going to be one of the best teams ever. Sadly, I was wrong. Obviously, I was wrong. But I believe, realistic, just on the spot prediction, Lakers will be between the 7 and the 4 seed. I'm guessing 6. I'm guessing they're going to get the 6 to 5 seed. I'm guessing they're going to get the 5 seed. How about that? If Anthony Davis plays majority games, Russell Westbrook and LeBron James get off-season work in together, this guy they drafted, hopefully he is a good enough shooter to replace some of the older guys that they had out there wasting space and not doing anything, honestly, on the defensive end, because their defense was terrible. Team was crippled. They looked like a senior citizen's home. It was nasty. It was nasty. I'm tired of it. I really was. But yeah, that's all the important stuff I have for y'all. I'm just going to roll off a few things. Skip Bayless, stop talking about Russ. You a grown man. The NBA season is over. You sitting here talking about, come on your podcast. We're going to talk about how I think you're the most played, overrated player ever. Personally, I think Russell Westbrook is a very serious man. I don't think he plays games. So you having him on your podcast, I don't know if that's what you want. And I don't think you're going to say this to his face. Or maybe you just think, I'm an old man. He's not going to bother me. If you invited him there, I think he might bother you. I don't know. He is a professional, though, so he might know how to really restrain himself and be a professional, too. Okay, so I'm just going to talk about the Grizzlies. The Grizzlies traded DeAnthony Melton for Danny Green and David Rudy, the 23rd pick from the Sixers. Just want to say that, and that's nothing crazy to me. Grizzlies, actually, they got another young guy built with their core, and they got a vet shooter. Another thing they needed, they didn't really have too many veterans besides Steven Adams. Danny Green, somebody with championship experience. I did just think about that. That could make a huge difference. Maybe he could be a good leader over there. Okay, Kemba Walker. Oh no, Jeremy Grant traded to the Trailblazers. That could be big. I think they said this is their last attempt for trying to put something big together around Damian Lillard. Hopefully Damian Lillard comes back next season on top. I know I might have hated on Damian Lillard before. I don't know if I ever said that on my channel, but you know, I used to have a little bit of this what's the word? Spite against Damian Lillard. But Jeremy Grant, a guy from DC, you know what I'm saying? And Damian Lillard, hopefully they can do well together. Maybe they can do something nice. Better than him and CJ, because CJ's going in New Orleans, doing his thing. Last, I want to talk about Kemba Walker. They traded him from the Knicks to the Pistons. And the Pistons got Jalen Duren. I don't have too many details. I just know those are two important guys. Jalen Duren is now on the Pistons after being traded draft night, basically immediately after he got drafted. And Kemba's up out of there. You know what I'm saying? Kemba, you didn't work out in New York. New York drafted nobody, and everybody in New York is angry. They got a 2025 guaranteed top 4 pick, I believe. First rounder. So that's a while from now. I guess you're building for the future. But I mean, hey, we're going to see what happens. Maybe you want to trade this offseason. I don't know. But yeah, he's done for. Looks like my camera's about to cut out. So if it does, I'm going to do this outro. It's your boy Jahi. I hope you like the video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Give me the videos down below. And I'm out. Hey. I know y'all see this, man. So go ahead, like. Press that subscribe button. Press that notification bell. And make sure you come back for another video.